Guys, welcome back to the garden. It's April 12th and decided to make you a small tour in the garden to show you what's new, what is gone, and a few changes that I made recently. So if we'll start with the patio, so I made a few changes. I put a shade cloth on. I know it's April, but we already have a very scorching sun over here. Put some more flowers, and the old plastic warehouse that was in the corner was removed. So let me show you the garden at this moment. In the flowers I have bidens and aloe vera, verbena, calibrachoas, a lot of varieties, some petunias as well, and some violias, nemesias, supercallis, dianthus, tulips, and some more petunias. The rouquette is going to flower. The rue is flowering as well. More dianthus flowers, more spring onions, more flowers that will be gone soon, and spring onion, thyme, white macromeria, lemongrass. The bits that didn't do so well in the containers, I did a video about it earlier. Some strawberries, Italian oregano, pineapple sage, celery, and Syrian oregano, parsley, some more green onion, and from this stage on it's already in the beds. And another part of the patio is the barrels over here that I put in some tomatoes. So I have here oxheart tomatoes and cherry red pear and a black cherry. And in the corner over here I put two more barrels, half a barrels in this container. Those containers over here have some Jerusalem artichoke that I'm waiting for them to sprout, and some mint and some melissa. Now in the container garden I have some acorn squash, next to it purple bean, pole bean I think, next to it some Thai pole bean, and more squash. This time it's black summer squash. Over here more pole bean, and this time it's Italian striped squash, mangold, celery, green onion, more green onion with some coriander, flowering, and over here we have let's see, mangold, striped squash, and some love bean that should climb on top, and some more flowering rue, chamomile, eggplants. I have white eggplants and finger eggplants. Next to it a new bed containing I think it's red onion and some leeks. And on this bed, if you remember, I had harvested the carrots and I put in some cucumbers, white cucumbers and Armenian cucumbers, with some red and white onions. Over them we have the trellis over here that is climbing towards the tree in hope that they will climb on top of it. And in this bed we have more pole bean, some jam corn, more cucumbers, more corn, bean, corn, cucumber, corn, beans. You see it's repeating itself. I will put some maybe a new variety of tomato over this bed. And the Swiss chard is actually doing quite fine next to the Brussels sprouts that I was surprised, but they're actually giving us some sprouts. I know it's a bit late for them in this climate, but I'm fine with it. The tomatoes had better days. They had a bit of a early blight recently because of the changing weather that we have, and they will come out soon, probably at around the beginning of May. here I have more mangold, more rue, more green onion, and in the sweet potato bed I have the beets over here. These are golden beets, and these are striped beets. Behind them, more corn of two varieties. I think it's Bantam and Super Sweet. And soon the sweet potatoes will go in here. And the pepper, the sweet pepper that I have over here has recovered, but it's taking it a bit more time. More corn, some lima bean over here in the back, and Jerusalem artichokes. This time it's the containers that have already sprouted, so I moved them to the sun. Over here, some lycopene tomatoes, and next to them beefsteak tomato, Cherokee purple tomatoes, and it's the yellow brandywine and the black Ventura tomatoes. All of them are paired with different varieties of basil. So I have over here lemon basil and Saint basil and Genovese Italian basil and red basil and giant leaf basil. And in the corner over there we have the net house. Now the net house is pretty empty. I have a few more red lettuces, and I have the Shiva, which is a trap plant for aphids. Next to it more coriander and dill for the summer, and over here the peppers that I'm growing will go over here. I have three varieties: triangle red pepper, ancho pepper, banana peppers, all doing quite fine. Those seedlings over here will soon go to the inside here. I have onions of different varieties, two varieties of tomatoes, moringa, radicchio, and zucchinis and a cucumber, and also a few more sweet potatoes. And here are a few more of the plants that I'm having here, some more melons and cucumbers and squash, but this will go somewhere else. And these are plants that a neighbor brought. So that's about it. At the moment it's fairly empty, but as the summer sun will start to get stronger, I will put more plants inside. So that concludes the tour for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and you'd like to see more things going on in the edge of the lawn garden, you are more than welcome to subscribe. Also, I would like to hear your comments and anything that you will have to say. Please let me know. This is Gil from the edge of the lawn garden. Wishing you have a very nice day and have a great week. Goodbye.